So, what did I think about that baseball poll that said that Aaron Judge was not as exciting as Shohei Ohtani and so on and so forth? It's true. He's not. He hits a lot of home runs and he's got hits a lot of pop in his bat, but he's not someone that I would say that you would pay to go see per se. He doesn't bring you that ooh and ah. He's not like Derek Jeter was or A-Rod was. There's certain guys because they come up clutch. And I think his disappointment in the postseason has a lot to do with that. I think that um, last year in the World Series, he didn't even wake up to game three. And Juan Soto was more intriguing than him. Bryce Harper, who's very polarizing, intriguing, when he was in his peak of prime. Um, Trout, like Trout, even though he can't even stay halfway healthy. But those are guys that, but Ohtani, it's understandable. But just because you hit a lot of home runs and you play for the Yankees, think about it. If Aaron Judge didn't play for the Yankees and he played for, I don't know, who can I pick on? Maybe the Twins, uh, Nationals, or Colorado, they'd say he's just a big old goofball who hits all the home runs, but it's nothing there. He'd be almost seen like James Harden He'd be like one of those guys that stat pads but doesn't deliver when you need to. You got guys like that where Paul George, they come up for one part but not the whole part. Whereas Otani, pitching, hitting, MVP, big time player. That's what it is. Baseball's no different than other sports, and you got guys who are glorified stat patters and they don't really offer you anything. You know, it's like that in any sport because we can sit here and debate those things, but what do you do? What have you done? What is your criteria? What is your, and is Matthews, is not, no, Jared Goff going to fall into that line too? I mean, there's some guys, it just doesn't equate. So but when they take these polls amongst players, but if Aaron Judge gets upset, like say Tyrese Halliburton did for the Pacers, then I'll say cool. But popularity, baseball's about popularity, and it's about, can you? Because if you play for the Yankees, you a superstar. You got to deliver in October. Those are the rules. There is no justification for not. So the baseball poll, when they poll people who's exciting, who's not, he's not. I like Aaron Judge a lot. He can hit, flat out hit. He's a late bloomer, and he can flat out play. But compared to Ohtani, he's like watching paint dry. Ohtani is like a Ferris carnival ride because it's going to be a twirl in the world, and he can beat you so many ways. He's exciting, the first 50-50 player ever. I mean, Ohtani's so bad, even though Aaron Judge grew up a Giants fan, a Barry Bonds fan, and Aaron Judge is going to hit a lot of home runs. You look at Ohtani more closer to Bonds than you do Aaron Judge because he's got all-around game. And it's always some ooh and ah, and it's that last second. What can he do? Will he do it? Will he come up with a home run then? Will he throw you? What he do? What will he do? And that's reality. No matter how much what sport we're talking about, we still like the people. We gravitate to the ooh and the ah, not the robotic, not the stiff, not the, just staying in lane. Because and there's the difference. So until Aaron Judge comes up in the postseason, he's going to lag behind. But let me know what you think about the poll, about, you know, the popularity, about the excitement. Because it does matter. Especially when you're wearing a Yankee pinstripe. Because you can be the best hitter going, but you just don't capture that imagination. Please like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.